life.
Is right?
Yes.
Hello, my name is Teresita Blanco, the Artsy sister, and we're reading Saturnastra Marduke. This is chapter 11, part 2. From his amulet emanated darkness that covered him whole. The dark places spread towards the mage in the darkness. From the outside, I saw the mage's staff radiating sacred light. It drove away Bersament's darkness. The light suddenly turned to red flames. The entire top floor became a complete inferno. From the ground, flame demons started grabbing onto Bersament's body. Laughing, he said to the mage, "Demons, please. I eat demons for breakfast." After he said that, he breathed in and he breathed out a gust of wind that turned off the flames. I saw him standing before the mage, smiling. He licked his lips as if he was savoring the kill. In the corner of the room, I saw a brown man standing before him. He wore dark robes decorated with golden stars. The hands that held the staff were delicate, like those of a maiden. His face was hidden beneath his hood. I found it interesting that he wore no belts or pouches that contained magical ingredients. It was a real wonder how the hell he was casting his magic. The mage too did not seem afraid of Bersament. In a low whisper he said, "I truly do abhor violence. If only those fools had not... alas, it matters not. I suppose I better step up my game." Bersament raised his axe and he tried to slice the mage in half. A magical shield kept Bersament from striking the mage. Bersament said words of magic and pressed his body weight against the shield. The barrier suddenly swallowed Bersament's axe and returned the slash back at him. This made the mage give a triumphant laugh. Bersament's clumsiness had caused him to slice himself in half. The blood that fell on the axe seemed to be eroding it. Cursing his luck, Bersament called upon his power crystal to heal his wounds. The mage too saw this and he said, so that's how you do it." The mage struck the floor with his staff and made vines and plants sprout. The vines started attacking Bersament. With what remained of his axe, Bersament started hacking away at the vegetation. All the while the mage directed them towards the vegetation towards the necklace. Suddenly the necklace's chain broke, sending the power stone flying. Bersament's face looked horrified. He leaped towards it and he swallowed the stone with chain and all. He then growled at the mage and smashed the floor with his axe. This brought the entire last floor down with him. The mage was protected by a shield. However, the uneven ground caused him to lose his balance and fall as well. I too was crushed by the debris. Luck would have it that the mage landed beside me. His shield kept us both from being crushed. When he saw me, he raised his staff to strike me down. Quickly I said to him, "Relax, I'm just here watching the show." His attention was quickly diverted back to Bersament, who leaped at him from within the rubble. With both hands he started squeezing the shield. Eventually his brute strength caused the magic barrier to break. As soon as he broke, the mage stabbed Bersament in the chest, using the pointy crystal of his staff like a spear. When he made contact, he said a magic word that caused the staff to emit lightning, a lightning beam that passed right through Bersament. The tragedy was that the mage had missed the location of the power crystal. Panic had made him forget that the crystal was probably in Bersament's stomach and not in his heart. Cursing his luck, the mage leaped off the tower. He started gently gliding down. Not caring much for gravity, Bersament jumped after him. The mage saw the giant man falling over him. The mage negated his flow spell and shot from his staff a green smog towards Bersament. Bersament, coughing blood, ignored the spell's effect. The mage's final gambit was another death spell. The god of death, Artsy, manifested. In the darkness, all I saw was a black, shadowy creature. It reached up Bersament and then suddenly it vanished. Bersament fell towards the mage and he held them with both his hands against the floor. The mage casted several shield spells that slowed down both their falls. He did not crash into the ground, however he was within Bersament's grip. I went down the tower to see the conclusion of the battle. Much to my surprise, Bersament had not ripped the mage limb from limb. The hood had fallen off. The mage had the same face of the beautiful lady of the fifth tower. Like her, his hair was silvery white. Well, it was more of a very light blonde. His large, frightened eyes were honey color. His staff lay lifeless on the ground beside him. Half the crystal was melted off for reasons I came to understand later. As for Bersamin, he seemed to be trembling at his presence. His eyes stared madly into the mage's face. From his lips escaped the word Libra. So yeah, the mage looks like that chick he likes. So that's why he didn't butcher him. Yeah?
Yeah.
We understand?
Yeah.
The mage saw his chance to escape. He broke free from Bersamin's slim grip and started running. Seeing that his despot had failed and had taken all the fight out of him. He tried running down the slope, but the army had the region surrounded. Suddenly Bersamin broke from his stupor. He grabbed the mage by the hair to keep him from fleeing. This made the mage give a pitiful scream. Bersamin yanked his head and he made the mage face him. The mage stood still like a frightened deer. With his other hand, he ripped the front of the mage's robes. Beneath the moonlight, Bersamin saw the mage's delicate but definitely masculine chest. This made him roar in anger and frustration. Fearing the worst, two large tears escaped the mage's eyes. Once again, Bersamin looked into the face of the mage, this time very closely. All the while, the mage tried unsuccessfully to repair the tattered pieces of his robes. Afterwards, Bersamin said to himself, Perhaps your face is a coincidence, but I'm still not convinced. He then released the mage, who sank to his knees trembling. He placed his hood over his head and started sobbing. Over the horizon, I saw the sunrise. By now, Bersamin's army had arrived. All in all, they leered and taunted the poor mage. Marduke walked to Bersamin and he asked, Do you want to kill him, or shall we do the honors? Licking her lips, Belladonna added, It would be a pity to waste such a rare specimen. Bruno responded, Let's just kill him before he casts another death spell. Belladonna answered, Relax, death spells only work at night. The stupid conversation went back and forth among the wrens. Each had their own plans regarding the poor unfortunate mage. Some wanted to make use of his knowledge. Oh yeah, the time?
Oh, you still got like 7 minutes.
Others simply wanted him dead. Others wanted to sire him to get more magical blood into the berserker line. While this conversation went on, Bersamin mused to himself. Eventually he said to the others, Give me some ropes and something to gag the mage. One of the soldiers gave him the items he requested. While he bounded the mage, I said to him, I think that it's a bit unnecessary. The fight seems to have gone out of him. Bersamin ignored me. Once he was done, he carried the mage under his arm. On this ill note, we departed back to Veraguero on horseback. The mage rode in the same horse as Bersamin. Propped from Bersamin held onto him with one hand while he took the reins of his horse with the other. Whenever we would stop to eat, Bersamin would order me to feed his new pet mage. The poor Magus barely ate anything during that week. Most of the time he simply slept. When we returned home, the entire city greeted us. They also took time to laugh and jeer at the prisoner. The fact that he was alive and that he rode with Bersamin gave the citizen much food for thought. Eventually, Bersamin entered his star palace. He dismissed everyone and he entered the Hall of Mirrors with his captive. He later moved his throne and opened the passageway to the fifth tower. Noticing that I was still shadowing him, he said to me, For now you are forbidden from entering the fifth tower. For the rest of the day, I sat in the Hall of Mirrors waiting for Bersamin to return. Twice I tried to open the passageway. Apparently, Bersamin had a way of completely sealing the passage from within. After 5 hours of waiting, I saw him messing with the ropes of the mage. An hour later, he returned with a series of new outfits tied up in a neat bundle. By nightfall, he had not returned. I gave up on waiting and then returned to my room. I bathed and put on my nightgown. I fell asleep immediately. Up until now, I had not realized that my entire body was in pain. I was too preoccupied with the maze to notice my own wounds. The next day I went to Belladonna, who treated my fractured wrist, my sprained ankles, and my cracked ribs. The rest of the day I spent it resting. Apparently while I slept, Bersamin had returned to the castle. He went on with his daily routines as if nothing had happened. From time to time his eyes would turn a thoughtful green. What mostly perturbed me was the change of attitude of the other berserker. Most either whispered when they saw me or avoided my gaze. Even my own men behaved strangely toward me. From time to time one would give a nervous laugh. By the end of the day, I found out what made them so uneasy. Alright, this is another chapter. Bye bye and God bless.